Welcome to the Deep Dive, this show where we cut through the noise and get right into the insights from your source material. Today, we're doing a deep dive on something that gets talked about a lot, maybe sometimes misunderstood, but it's definitely shaping our world: machine learning in business. Our mission here is simple. Let's get past the buzzwords. We want to uncover the real, solid, innovative ways ML is fundamentally changing how companies operate right now. It's really more than just hype. It's this tangible force driving innovation, opening up totally new possibilities. So the big question is, how's it actually doing that?
Yeah, that's the core question, isn't it? Machine learning, at its heart, it's a really fascinating part of artificial intelligence. It's all about building algorithms, statistical models that basically let computers learn from data so they can do specific tasks without needing explicit step-by-step human instructions. It's less like programming a calculator, maybe more like teaching a child in a way. And businesses are already using this capability for automation, for making decisions based on data and really optimizing how they perform. It's a fundamental shift.
Okay, let's unpack that. Let's start where I think a lot of us first bump into ML, maybe without even realizing it, how it's making the customer experience better, right? One of the most obvious examples has got to be chatbots and virtual assistants. We've all dealt with them, right? On a website, maybe through an app. The immediate plus is clear. They're available 24/7, no waiting for office hours. But what's really interesting is how they're, evolving. Many now use what's called unsupervised machine learning with artificial neural networks. This means they're constantly learning from interacting with customers. They adapt, get more helpful, even figure out how to keep customers around by guessing what they might need next, all without being explicitly told every single thing.
Absolutely. And the real power there, it comes down to speed and just sheer efficiency. These systems can process information almost instantly. You don't get those frustrating wait times like with human helplines. And that ties right into scalability. I mean, they can handle hundreds, maybe thousands of queries at the same time without needing more staff. And, crucially, personalization. Because these ML models learn from every interaction from huge amounts of data, they can tailor responses, use your name, remember past purchases, make it feel much more direct.
Yeah, much less generic. And beyond that direct chat, there's personalized recommendations. This is another huge one for customer experience, and it's way beyond just simple suggestions now. We're talking about really deep data analysis, where machine learning figures out what to suggest based on everything you've done past interactions, how you behave on a site, your preferences. It almost feels like it's reading your mind sometimes.
It really does. And
Yeah.
connecting that to the bigger picture, it's all about smart data use, isn't it? ML algorithms are just incredibly good at sifting through tons of different customer data points to find these subtle patterns, things a human analyst might totally miss. Like, think about an e-commerce site. It's not just showing you similar items, it's using your browsing history, what you clicked on, maybe even how long you looked at certain pictures to predict what you might want next. And that leads straight to more engagement. People buy more, they spend longer on the site, and ultimately, that deeper understanding, it builds real customer loyalty because you feel like they actually get you.
Okay, so it's not just customer-facing stuff, chatting and recommending. Some of the biggest changes ML is bringing are actually happening behind the scenes. It's also revolutionizing how businesses operate internally, making things run, well, smoother and smarter. Let's start with the supply chain. That whole journey from raw materials to the finished product reaching you, machine learning, is making that entire process more effective, more efficient.
Oh, it's a complete game changer for supply chains. Take demand forecasting, for example. ML can analyze historical sales, seasonal trends, even things like economic news or social media buzz to predict customer demand way more accurately than older methods. That means businesses can cut down on costs from having too much stock or, avoid losing sales because they ran out. It also helps with inventory management automated tracking that adjusts in real time. And what's really interesting is how it improves supplier collaboration. ML can analyze supplier performance, predict potential delays, even help optimize negotiations and logistics, analyzing transport routes, methods, factoring in weather, traffic, fuel costs, finding the absolute best way to get things delivered. We're seeing tech integration too, like blockchain for transparency working alongside ML.
Right, optimizing every step. Another huge operational win, and this saves companies enormous amounts of time and money, is predictive maintenance. So using ML and data analytics to figure out exactly when a machine needs maintenance before it actually breaks down.
Exactly. How it usually works is you start with data collection. Sensors, IoT devices on the machinery, gathering real-time data on performance, vibration, temperature, you name it. Then ML algorithms analyze all this complex data looking for those tiny anomalies, the patterns that signal something's about to go wrong. And that lets businesses be really strategic. They can schedule maintenance proactively, maybe during off-peak hours, avoiding those costly, unexpected failures and production delays. Plus, these systems keep learning. They get better and better over time as they see more data, making maintenance even more effective and efficient. It's continuous improvement.
So beyond just making things run better day to day, ML also gives businesses a serious strategic edge, especially when it comes to making those big, informed decisions that guide the whole company. Right? Machine learning is really the engine driving better business intelligence, sharper analytics, and much stronger risk management. It guides those really strategic choices.
Yeah, if we dig into business intelligence and analytics, ML boosts a few key areas. First, data visualization. It takes super complex data and turns it into, easy to understand reports and dashboards, makes insights accessible. Then you've got descriptive analytics using ML to understand past performance, basically figuring out what happened. But where it gets really powerful is predictive analytics, using ML models to forecast the future, like what will sales look like next quarter. And then prescriptive analytics takes it one step further. It doesn't just predict, it recommends actions. Okay, based on that forecast, what should we do? So you're not just seeing the future, you're getting advice on how to shape it.
And it's not just about sales forecasts. ML is also massively improving risk management, helping companies navigate what feels like an increasingly risky world.
That's right. ML provides really sophisticated ways to identify, assess, and manage risks. Companies can use scenario analysis, for instance. ML models simulate countless potential situations, helping them prepare for all sorts of risks, from market shifts to cyber threats. It also helps build really precise risk assessment models to predict and analyze potential problems. And critically, ML allows for real-time risk monitoring, spotting anomalies or emerging threats almost instantly so businesses can react fast. It's proactive protection, not just cleaning up after.
And we absolutely have to talk about marketing innovations driven by ML. This is a huge area, completely changing how companies reach their customers.
Huge is right. ML allows for incredibly effective customer segmentation. It goes way beyond basic demographics, grouping people based on subtle preferences, complex behaviors, buying patterns. And that allows for deep personalization of everything offers, messages, email content, making it really resonate with the individual. ML algorithms are also key for advanced A/B testing, testing campaigns, website designs, figuring out what works best really quickly. And predictive customer analytics lets businesses forecast buying patterns, predict when a customer might leave, and deliver those perfectly timed, targeted promotions. It's about being relevant.
So with all this automation and optimization, what does it mean for the actual people in the workplace? It might sound like it's all about machines, but ML is also transforming human resources, making it more efficient, maybe even more focused on the human element.
Yeah, machine learning is definitely shaking up HR functions, helping them align better with business goals and just adapt to how work is changing. It's making HR more strategic, less administrative. Take employee engagement. ML models can analyze things like internal communication patterns or survey results to give companies a real-time pulse on employee sentiment, continuous feedback loops. It can also help tailor wellness programs by spotting trends in employee well-being data or suggest personalized career paths and training by matching employee skills and goals with opportunities inside the company. It's really about building a more responsive, supportive workplace.
And when it comes to actually finding people, talent acquisition is being completely revolutionized. Hiring is getting faster, smarter.
Precisely. AI tools can scan massive numbers of resumes way faster than humans, identifying the best candidates based on specific criteria. It cuts down dramatically on that manual screening time and helps ensure people really have the right skills and experience. It also just improves the whole hiring process, tracking applicants efficiently, keeping communication consistent and personalized, making sure great candidates don't slip through the cracks. It's about finding the right person faster and more effectively.
Okay, so beyond these general business functions that apply almost anywhere, ML also has some incredibly powerful, sometimes even life-changing applications specific to certain industries. Let's start with healthcare. This is an area where data and precision can literally save lives or drastically improve quality of life.
Absolutely. In healthcare, ML is being used in so many critical ways. Streamlining patient care with electronic health records, for example, giving doctors instant access to comprehensive patient histories, which is vital in emergencies. Telemedicine is another big one, hugely enabled by ML, allowing remote consultations for people who can't easily travel or live in rural areas. And maybe most impactfully, ML is getting really good at early disease detection, analyzing medical images, patient data, spotting signs of things like cancer, heart conditions, much earlier than the human eye sometimes can. And health information exchange, sharing patient info securely between different providers, is improved by ML to make sure treatment is coordinated and effective.
Wow. And then shifting to finance, an industry where speed, security, and accuracy are absolutely paramount. ML is making huge waves there too.
It really is pervasive in finance now. You have automated trading systems where ML algorithms analyze vast market data in milliseconds, helping make super-informed trading decisions, spotting opportunities missed by traditional methods. Then there's blockchain technology. Combined with ML, it offers these transparent, tamper-proof records, cutting transaction costs and boosting security by spotting weird patterns. Robo-advisors are another example, automated investment management using ML to help people set goals, manage portfolios, minimize risk based on their profile. And maybe most vital are the fraud detection systems. Powered by ML, they prevent losses and protect data by identifying unusual transactions or logins in real time, often stopping fraud before anyone even notices.
Okay, so looking ahead, let's unpack what's next for machine learning. The future seems incredibly dynamic. ML looks set to become even more deeply woven into pretty much every part of business.
Yeah, the momentum is clear. The driving forces are these ongoing advancements in core AI technologies. We're seeing more powerful deep learning models handling incredibly complex data. Natural language processing is getting so much better, systems understanding and generating human-like text. And reinforcement learning, where systems learn by trial and error, like training a pet, that's opening up new possibilities too. These breakthroughs are constantly pushing the boundaries of what ML can actually do.
And what's really exciting, I think, is the accessibility. It's not just the tech giants anymore, right? Businesses of all sizes are starting to use ML. This is thanks to new tools that are easier to use, cloud platforms offering computing power on demand, lots of open source frameworks. It basically lowers the barrier to entry. You don't necessarily need a huge team of data scientists anymore to get started. It's becoming more democratized.
Exactly. And if you connect that to the bigger picture, the overall impact of ML systems going forward is going to be immense. They'll keep optimizing processes, sure, but also drive the creation of completely new services and products, identifying trends we couldn't see before across all sorts of industries, and creating new market opportunities that, honestly, we probably can't even fully imagine right now.
So, we've really taken a deep dive today into just how far machine learning reaches, from those customer chats all the way to internal operations and big strategic choices. It seems abundantly clear that ML isn't just about boosting productivity, it's fundamentally unlocking completely new ways of doing business, reshaping the entire landscape.
That sums it up perfectly. And the pace of innovation is so fast, the future applications of ML are going to arrive sooner than we probably expect. Its evolution is going to continue to fundamentally reshape business in ways we're only just starting to get our heads around. It's a really exciting time to watch.
Definitely. So, thinking about that rapid advancement and how accessible ML is becoming, what new industry or maybe what specific business application do you think will be most profoundly transformed by machine learning in, say, the next 5 years? Something to think about. We'll leave you with that question.